Geometric sequences are similar to arithmetic sequences. However, with geometric, we're dealing with multiplication rather than addition subtraction. In this part, we want to find the common ratio of the sequence. A geometric sequence is a sequence in which the ratio of successive terms is the same number r, called the common ratio. Here we want to find what the common ratio is. So look at this first one. To get from 3 to 12 and then 12 to 48, what am I multiplying by? Well, I'm multiplying by 4. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 times 4 is 48. So my common ratio would be 4. Now how about this next one? We're actually going down on this one. We have 160 to 80. Well, I divide that in half. And then 80 to 40, I divided that in half, and so on and so forth. So in this case, my common ratio is 1/2 because I'm multiplying each number by 1/2 to get to the next. So why don't you try 90, 30, 10 on your own? In this case, our common ratio, I'm dividing by 3, so I'm multiplying by 1/3 to each one of those to get to the next. Here we want to determine if each sequence is geometric, then identify the common ratio and find the next 3 terms, kind of like we did with arithmetic. In this first example, I'm multiplying from 4 to 20, I'm multiplying by 5. 20 to 100, I'm multiplying by 5. So my common ratio is 5. Now 100 times 5 gives me 500. 500 times 5 gives me 2500. And 2500 times 5 gives me 12,500. Why don't you try the next 2 on your own? This next one is geometric, and my common ratio is 6. 5 times 6 gives me 30. 30 times 6 gives me 180. 180 times 6 gives me 1,080. That times 6 gives me 6,480. And that times 6 gives me 38,880. This next one, however, I'm dividing by 2, or multiplying by 1/2, but then I'm dividing by 3, or multiplying by 1/3. So this one is not going to be geometric.